Hello students, we are at Margin Biologics and we are trying to do some fun activities based on the NCERT biology syllabus. And for today's topic, I have selected the most common diet part of our daily life, and that is the stars. So I'm sure you all have heard about the word stars. Some of you may know what is stars and what they do, but I will start with the definition. So stars is a polysaccharide that is made up of many glucose monomers. But where we can find stars? So stars we can find in plants. Plants produce their own food by the process called photosynthesis. They have taken up the carbon dioxide from environment, and with a process called photosynthesis, they produce their own food, that is glucose. But sometimes they produce large amount of glucose because a plant will produce food by the process photosynthesis for the whole day. So there are a lot amount of glucose that is more than the necessary amount for that plant. So this more than necessary amount part will store, they will store them as reserve food, and that reserve food portion is known as stars. We are carbon-based life. We all depend on plant for our food or for our energy. From the stars that plant has produced, we will take our stars intake. What will stars do in our body? Exactly the same work that the glucose is doing, that produce energy. But stars will produce more amount of energy because it has more glucose molecule in it. How can we determine how many stars is present in our food, or where stars are present? Stars are present mainly as reserve food of plant, that it can be present in anywhere, like tuber of potato or many other things. But in our household, how can you know that this vegetable has stars, this has not, or this has more amount of stars, this has less amount of? So I am thinking about a very small experiment. It is not a laboratory based experiment. It is just a small experiment that we can do at our home to check whether the particular vegetable has more stars on it or less stars on it. So for that experiment, I have taken some vegetables that are found in our homes, that is 1 carrot, 1 potato, some ginger, onion, a tomato, and some rice grains. These rice grains are really a high source of stars, so that's why I have taken it in a very small amount. So for this process, first of all, I will put some rice in a beaker. I have put some rice grain here in the beaker, and then I added some water. And now I will warm this water, or I will allow them to boil the rice grain in this microwave. You can use any stove or any other utensils that you have at home. So I have put the rice to get boiled. Meanwhile, I will slice the vegetables one by one and put them in the mortar just to grind them. I am starting with the carrot. I have taken very small amount of carrot. This is pretty much like what I needed. And after that, I will transfer this pulp or this mixture to one of this beaker and add some water in it. After the carrot, I am taking this potato and again I repeat the process just like the carrot. Again add some water in the potato, and I will repeat this process with the other vegetables also. Okay, now I am done with my grinding part and I have labeled all the beakers according to their content. For the next part, I will use this 2% betadine iodine solution and I will put a few drops of it in its beaker.
This is it.
So after adding this iodine solution, we can see some change of coloration in its beaker. You can see like really deep blue color after adding some iodine solution. Then again we have carrot, and this is the color for carrot. This is potato. This one is tomato, and this is ginger. So why there is a color change? We haven't added any color in any of this beaker. So the color change is because we have added iodine solution to these vegetables. These vegetables that contain starch, and this is a iodine solution that is 2%. So after I added some iodine in all these beakers, they have changes according to their starch content. So if we added iodine to any starchy material, it will rapidly change its color from the material's color to blue. So according to their amount of starch in that particular material, they will change, the color intensity will change. So as we can see, this is this rice can have the deepest color, that is the deep blue. So that we can say that among these 5 materials, rice has the highest content of starch in it. So now the question is, why we are using this betadine, not betadine? We need the iodine to react with this starchy material. Why we are not using the normal salt? Because we know that our normal salt contain iodine. This is known fact. So we are using this iodine because it has more amount of iodine to react with all these starch. But the amount of iodine that present in our household salt is very less. We can't expect any result like this from that amount of iodine. So we are using specifically more iodine just to get the result perfectly. And like I have said earlier also, this is not a laboratory setup or not a laboratory performed test for the amount of stars or anything. This is just a household test. So we just go through some vegetables and get to know how much stars it is present, so that we can use it on our daily lifestyle or our daily diet. Because starch is very important part of our regular diet, and it is also beneficial in many ways. It will give instant energy, and that will last for at least 3 hours of just after the intake. It will use the starch will break down immediately and give us glucose. Glucose give us energy. But some resistant to breakdown, and they will go directly to our colon and help the healthy microbe that is present in our gut to grow or to multiply, and that helps in our immune system. And then some bowel disorders, they are also helping with that. Another benefit of starch is that the fatty acids that produced during the breakdown of starch, they will go directly to the liver and resist it from release of that carbohydrate, so that the body fat will get burned down. The starch will break down into glucose, and that will rise the blood glucose level. To cope up with that, body will release an insulin which convert the blood glucose into glycogen. But there are patients that are diabetic and they are deficient of that insulin. So their blood glucose level will remain high, as they can convert their blood glucose into glycogen. So this starchy food material are really dangerous for those diabetic patients. with this little setup of our experiment, we can determine the starch level of our daily use food materials, either it can be vegetables or any other. And we can suggest them to avoid the high starchy material so that they can be safe due to their diabetic condition. And that's for today's experiment. Thank you.